Cooking is a skill. There are very few people who are born with this talent. Rest of us, like you and me, can learn this skill with practice. The many ingredients like salt, sugar, chili, lemon juice, these are very few basic ingredients in cooking, and with few attempts of trial and error in the kitchen, we learn how to balance them out and begin making some easier dishes like fried egg, idli, dal and rice, to more complex dishes like chole and paneer gravies. I knew nothing about cooking until I was forced to learn. Until 12th standard, I lived with my parents, and as most of the kids, I took no interest in the kitchen activities. Then 4 years were spent in the college canteens and mess. It was when I came to Bangalore for a job, that's when I realized that I got to start cooking. There is no mom or messaka to cook some food for me. From a total beginner in the kitchen to now an experimental scientist in the kitchen, I sure have come a long way in my culinary skills. Now I could keep speaking about food all day, but that's not why we are here. Just like cooking, public speaking is also a skill. Did you see that coming? Just like you don't expect yourself to cook amazing dishes in your first attempt, you should not expect yourself to give amazing speeches in your first attempt. Every skill needs practice, which takes us to the first point that we talked about in my previous video about basics of public speaking. If you've not watched that video, please watch it and then come back to this video. I have left the link in the description and you can find the video up here as well. Now I am hoping you did just that, and let's get started with the basics of public speaking part 2. Just like there are many ingredients in cooking, there are many basics in public speaking as well. Once you get the basics right, like salt, chili, lemon, only then will you experiment with more complex tastes like soya sauce, vinegar, Szechuan chutney.
What? Did you start a new cooking channel?
Okay, looks like I'm deviating a lot today. Let's go back to the basics of public speaking. But before that, if you find this video useful, then please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I see so many of you are watching my videos but not subscribing yet. They say the best things in this world are free, so is hitting subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's get back to the basics of public speaking. Body language. Even before your audience hears you, your audience sees you. They see right through your body language and facial expressions. Do you look energetic? Do you look interested in the topic you're going to be talking about? Do you look confident or do you look nervous? They can see all these things right through you even before you start speaking. Needless to say, if you look uninterested, then your audience is going to reciprocate the same. So what can you do to avoid this? The idea is to fake it till you make it. I know before you're delivering your speech, you're going to be nervous. There's no denial about it. Your heart could be thumping out loud, your palms could be sweaty, your legs could be wobbly. But don't let your audience see that. Once the MC announces your name, try to gather the shaky, unreliable body of yours as a single unit and walk up to the stage. Think about how excited you were at this opportunity. And now the attention in this room, the entire attention in the room is yours. Don't call out that attention to the fact that you're nervous. Go stand in front of the audience and let them see you. Even if there's a lectern provided, do not go stand behind it. Let your audience see you. They say stand tall like a tree, firm and determined. What you should actually do is reduce the distance between your audience and yourself using these two dangling objects called hands. These are the most difficult part for me during a speech. I really don't know what to do with them. Should I keep them like this, like this, like this, like this? It's really confusing. One tip I read somewhere is imagine you have a football in your hand and then move accordingly as you're speaking. You have to begin somewhere, right? Only with more practice, it'll become easier to use these dangling objects called hands. They say eye contact is more intimate than words will ever be. You can gauge from this one line itself how important your eye contact is. Eyes are the most expressive part of your body, and we should use it to our advantage rather than misusing it. Let's see how we misuse it during a speech. While we are thinking or pausing, we look up here and there and down and somewhere else. This can distract your audience. How we could use it to our advantage is by looking straight into the audience. Pick one person per thought. Look them straight in the eye. They'll feel connected to you and also respected by you. This will keep them engaged in your speech. There are so many Bollywood songs that I can think of that talk about eyes. Next time when you listen to them, pay attention to the lyrics and you will see how important eye contact can be. Voice modulation is one of the most powerful weapons you can have in your arsenal while delivering a speech. Not only does it reflect confidence, but it also helps your audience convince about your beliefs and your ideas. Such is the power of voice modulation over people. Therefore, to become a master at public speaking, you have to learn the art of voice modulation. A good speaking voice is a balance between the extremes of volume, rate, pitch, and quality. Now, what are these? Let us see one by one. Volume. Being able to control the loudness and the softness between your voice will help you keep your audience's attention. If you're conveying anger, you will speak loudly. If you're sharing a secret with the audience, you will speak softly. Pitch. The pitch of a sound is how high or how low it is on the musical scale. You should vary the pitch as you speak. Now, I am no singer, but I think this is what it is. A very high-pitched voice conveys excitement and enthusiasm, while a low-pitched voice conveys sadness and thoughtfulness. Rate is the number of words that you speak per minute. Speak too fast and your audience will not be able to keep up with you. Speak too slow and your audience will lose interest. Quality of your voice. Your voice should convey naturalness, confidence, and friendliness, and be enjoyable and pleasant to the ears. Now, there was a lot that was covered in this video about basics of public speaking. So let's have a quick recap, shall we? We spoke about the importance of body language, the significance of eye contact, and voice modulation. We also spoke about how, like cooking, public speaking is also a skill that can be learnt with practice. Now experiment with these ingredients one by one and see yourself cooking up a great speech. Now if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Happy learning and bye!